Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here, and I'm just finishing up my day at Islands of Adventure. And as much as I've come to these theme parks, I continue to learn something new. I learned something new today that I'm going to share with you, plus serious talk. I do have something to apologize for, but before I get too far ahead of myself, let's go back to the start of my day and see how it all went down. Before we head into the theme park, we have an advert here in Citywalk. Citywalk invites you to celebrate New Year's Eve 2026. DJ, waterfront stage. ZR Band, also on the waterfront stage. DJ on the promenade. Another midnight celebration on the promenade. That would be for the, obviously, the countdown to midnight. Featured food and drink items at various venues. Sip and bites at Vivo, and you can actually scan. I'll just pause this for a second if you want to scan the QR code there. I am going to be at Epic Universe New Year's Eve. See how that goes for the first time, but Citywalk has some offerings for you as well. Alright, let's step into the Islands of Adventure theme park, where once inside, I need to find a quiet spot to kind of have a talk and explain something to you guys. The ticket booths are busy today. It's Friday, December 19th. The Christmas crowds have begun. This is the time of year the pass holder entrance they have here at IOA really becomes a benefit. Let's go check on the Express Pass prices for today. So I usually check on the 2-park Unlimited Express Pass. They have sold out of those. No unlimited, but the 2-park Standard, which would be one time per ride, is $340 today. Of course, this time of year, none of that classic port of entry music. Is Christmas music, of course. I know a lot of you are big fans of the port of entry music. It is a classic vibe, a classic sound of the port of entry here at Islands of Adventure. Here on the outer edge of port of entry, we have some rigging being erected. Even down by the waterfront could be a stage, a DJ stage. I'm guessing this time of year it could be for New Year's Eve, unless there's some type of special event that requires it, but my guess is for a New Year's Eve celebration. It makes me like very hopeful that they do something cool at Epic Universe, because that's where I'm going to be for New Year's Eve. I know like Studios usually has a lot of action, Citywalk, and apparently here for New Year's Eve. Boy, I hope we catch something awesome on the New Year's Eve live stream at Epic. I mean, this has to be the DJ stand, and perhaps some dancers on the platforms here. That's what these are used for at HHN, so I would imagine the same thing here. Let's go counterclockwise through the park today. When it comes to celebrating the holidays at Islands of Adventure, Seuss Landing is the place to be. There are 7 showings of the Grinchmas Holiday Spectacular today, but let me warn you, this is the time of the season where every show will be packed, so don't get there late to your show time. And for those of you lucky enough to have purchased the Grinch and Friends character breakfast, you would check in at the Circus McGurkus right here. A good way to experience the holidays at Universal Orlando Resort Studios and Islands of Adventure is to purchase the Universal Holiday Tour. It is a separate cost. They start at like $90 per person per ticket. Of course, that will fluctuate based on the day you purchase the tickets, but you get an exclusive meet and greet with the Grinch, prime viewing for the Holiday Spectacular, which I just mentioned, and for the Macy's Parade. And there's cookie decorating, light bites, and non-alcoholic beverages available to you during your tour. And you get priority access to one predetermined attraction at Universal Studios Florida. This is at the discretion of Universal though. The current standby wait to meet the Grinch is 200 minutes. They are continuing to work on the bridge from Seuss Landing to the Lost Continent. They're starting to add back in the wood planks. I don't think it's official wood, maybe a manufactured wood, but the planks are going back in. Not here yet. As we step into the Lost Continent, there's a survey marker. That's going to come in handy when they finally start doing some renovation here. There's Mythos. Let's walk back this way. This is always a good spot to watch the Velocicoaster. LOL, it used to be. They have it blocked off now. I haven't tried to come back here in a while. I wonder when they'd started this. You know, are they gonna just planning to fix this little bridge too, or what else is gonna happen here? I mean, we can still see the top hat. There goes the Velocicoaster right now. But the view of the Mosasaurus roll, obviously a little obstructed from this far back, but okay. I find this interesting. And an FYI reminder, this is no longer, and it hasn't been for a while, the smoking zone or area for Islands of Adventure. There is no smoking inside the theme parks anymore. There's an area out front before you enter the theme park for smoking. He's great. Gold star for the day for people in the comment section who can identify the reference I just made. I saw some elevated ride times in Seuss Landing. For example, High in the Sky Trolley was a 45-minute wait. I wonder what Hagrid's is right now. A 120-minute wait. I would not consider that an elevated wait time for Hagrid's. We'll check back later on in the Christmas break season and see if it cracks 200 minutes. But right now, that's kind of an average wait, I would say. As usual, one side's longer than the other. This side very long for the butterbeer, whereas over here, looks like just two parties. One's just left, so one person in line for this side, but oh, now they're mentioning it. That's why people are going. Oh boy, thanks for helping me out. Thanks for the assist today, team member. So I mentioned that Seuss Landing is a great place for the holidays here at Islands of Adventure. The other really good place for the holidays would be Hogsmeade. They have a castle show here, a Christmas castle show, and then the decorations in the village, also very nice. So other than these two, I would, you know, the other islands, not so Christmassy, outside at least. They will have some Christmas trees inside the shops, but as far as exterior decor, not much happening in the other islands for the holidays. 45 minutes for Velocicoaster is about double of what we've been seeing lately. This line will get longer, the wait time will get longer as we get deeper into the Christmas break as well. We will start to see it at 60 minutes or higher. I just remembered a good quiet spot to have our talk. Behind me, Ship the Olive and Toon Lagoon. A new prize at the training zone, the Midway Games in Jurassic Park. What's this one? Yeah. It's just a fuzzy, you know, it kind of looks like a alligator or a crocodile to me, but aren't those kind of dinosaurs too? At Hammond's Hot Shots, that's the basketball game, some fairly new prizes within the past week or two. These are large prizes too. You got, how many shots you got to make for this one? All 3 shots. What's a one-shotter? Let's just show people a one-shotter. You make one, you get the, what is that? A
ring-tailed lemur.
Oh, a lemur. Okay. Or
what we call him, King Kong.
What you got in there, King Kong? Famous Jurassic Park movie quote.
We got for 2, we got the snakes.
For 2, it's the snakes. Basketballs. Or the raptor.
All 3 for the big guys.
Those are for 3 in a row. I've done 1 in a row, has been my best. You can do trade-ups. Like if you win 2 small prizes, you can trade it up for 1 medium-sized prize. If you win 2 medium-sized prizes, you can trade that up for a large prize, but it has to be at the specific booth. You can't win 2 smalls at Hammond's Hot Shots and try to trade it in for a large, like at a different spot. But trade-ins are available. All of these years of doing Universal vlogs, and all of these years of highlighting the prizes you can win, I did not know that until today. Looks like we have a delay with the river adventure. Skull Island, Reign of Kong. Not too bad of a wait at 25 minutes. I think Kong's fallen off a bit. It used to be one of the watermarks for measuring the wait times, how busy the park could be. But I don't think that's the case anymore. And like I said, 25 minutes at the moment. Into Toon Lagoon. We'll see what's happening, and I have some explaining to do. The high temperature today is going to be 79 degrees. So yes, a water ride is appropriate. Even like through the week, I think the lowest it might get this week, or in the next 5 days, I think, is 76. You know what? Pause a second. Let me go check on Christmas Day. Yeah, Christmas Day, also a high of 79 in the shade. So walking around in the sun will feel warmer. That's a little higher than I like for Christmas Day. Honestly, I like to see Christmas Day max out around 70, but I'm not going to get that this year. The overnight lows are going to be around 57 degrees, and that's overnight. So like at the time of day I would want to use my fire pit, it will be in the 60s. I don't know if that's cool enough to use my fire pit. Okay, over here in Toon Lagoon, more rigging. Looks like we're gonna have a couple more stages. I'm starting to have FOMO. Epic Universe, you better do a nice New Year's Eve for me, because it looks like they're gonna have some fun here at Islands of Adventure. Now, while it is a busier day, we should still be able to find a quiet place back there behind me, Ship the Olive. Pausing first for a fun theme park view. Oh, she is just going right for her. Another fun theme park view. Another fun theme park view. I need to apologize to some of you, specifically those of you who do watch my Disney content channel, Rix Q. I haven't posted on there in a while. It was not my intention to take all of December off. But 2025 was hard on me physically. Every time, as I approach my 57th birthday coming up here in a couple weeks, every time I went to Epic Universe, which is at least 25 times, maybe 30, I stopped counting, 25 to 30 times. Because I had to buy a ticket every time, I did do doubles. Like a video in the morning and a live stream in the evening. And then while I was doing my content on the Rix Q, the Disney channel, also doing double days. Go do something at a Disney park and then drive over here and do content for Universal. My body was just wearing down. I'm not going to get into like everything on this channel, but yes, I have arthritis in my spine. I have spinal stenosis. I've got some bad discs, my lower back, and bad knees. So I got a bit of a rest. Some of it was unintentional. Like I was going to go to Disney today. I'm like, oops, my blockout period has started. But the good news is I did go to the knee doctor yesterday, and the knees today, they feel 10 years better, 10 years younger. I wish it was 20, but I'll take 10. So the knees are feeling really good, and my time off gave me some time to think about how I want to work my schedule with the Rix Q channel. So I just wanted to take a moment and apologize. I'll do a post on the Rix Q channel as well to apologize. So to those of you who are upset about the lack of content, I do apologize. But we've got good plans for more content with my good knees starting in January. I will leave with a caveat though. I do have more doctor's appointments scheduled for the back and stuff, and I'm sure I'm going to have to find some time to dedicate for physical therapy. But it's all gonna work out, trust me, it will all work out. When it comes to Blondie's and the new menu, I don't think I'm gonna try that new Reuben sandwich until January, maybe not even February, as it's a turkey Reuben. And you know, I had turkey for Thanksgiving. I think I'm gonna fry another turkey for Christmas. So, but I have heard good things. I just spoke to a viewer today who says it's not like a usual Reuben. They really liked it, so that's to come in January. Maybe February. So the midway games in between Toon Lagoon and Marvel, specifically Top Glow. I'll show you some others, but Top Glow has it going on with prizes. Let me show you what they have here. From the classic Christmas show, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all of the classic beloved characters from the show. Love it. There's Rudolph right there with his nose so bright. I love the line from the elf. I say it quite often. Let's be independent together. And of course, our host of the shows here as well. The balloon popping game. From far away, I thought these were like Santa Clauses, but no, they're ice cream gnomes. But still, with the beard, the white beard, give off somewhat of a Christmas vibe. But clearly, Top Glow is winning the prize game this season. There's something in Marvel Superhero Island I want to try. Really though, it's all around the park, but it's another theme park item I shouldn't intake into my body, but I will. It's gonna break one of my rules that I'm having right now, but I've wanted to try it for a while. We're gonna try it today. Captain America Diner is as good a place as any to give it a try. All of the Coke Freestyle machines have a holiday favorite for limited time. It's Coca-Cola Holiday Creamy Vanilla. Also available as a zero, but I'm doing the full-fledged regular Coke. Now this is breaking my rules that I'm having right now of no bread, no sugar, no soda. I seem to break those rules in a theme park, quite honestly. For the vlog. This theme park vlogging, while I don't think it's going to kill me, it's definitely going to take a few years off my life. Wow, that is sweet and sugary. I really like vanilla Coke. It seems like the only way you can get it nowadays is from a freestyle machine. I don't think they sell the bottles in a gas station anymore. Not that I need to be buying any, but gosh dog it, it's delicious. But just to show you, I'm not going to be too bad. That's how much I've had. One more sip. And I'm going to toss it. So I'm a little bad and a little good. The single serve Freestyle Cokes are $4.79 plus tax. Spider-Man, a 1 hour wait. The shirt I'm wearing today really goes in this area. They sell these right over there. They sell it in a couple stores here. I'm just going to show you it inside the comics shop. It's $33. It's not quite as good as the yellow Hufflepuff, but I have had this for a while. Several washes. It still fits pretty well, pretty good, so pretty happy with it. Plus, with it being Iron Man and Marvel, despite it saying Universal Studios on the sleeve, it will work at Disney too. Marvel stuff works in Disney theme parks and Universal theme parks, but it's a pretty good shirt. I might get more of them. Let's go check on the Hulk. A little something missing from the Hulk today. We are missing the mist. What was the wait time for Velocicoaster? 45 minutes? Well, same exact wait time for the Hulk roller coaster. Here comes. We didn't miss it. Now, I was at Islands of Adventure earlier in the week, but that was a merch search video. Don't miss the magic. Don't miss the fun. Watch it next.